Thank
after that video, you do the countdown, so it will be perfect.
Thank you everyone for joining us today on another webinar as part of the initiative by Branded. We are once again discussing life during lockdown and the things we have been up to. For today's discussion, I have three esteemed colleagues. I have Nishchay, who's going to give us the gain access perspective and what gain access has been up to during this lockdown. I have Kari from Chennai, all the way from Chennai, who's going to share about life outside Bangalore and what's happening there. And back on popular demand, we have Dr. Shrikant, who is going to keep us updated with a lot of very relevant scientific stuff. So, gentlemen, thank you for joining me today on this webinar. Starting with you, Nishchay, how has this lockdown been? What have you been doing? What other things have you done during this time?
So obviously, lockdown hasn't been too great. Been staying at home. I've never stayed home for this long, and yeah, I mean, taking time to take rest, do some running, do some cooking, um, and reading. I've been like learning a little more about different kind of sports like NFL, Tour de France, ones we generally never watch. So I've been watching those highlights of those to see what other sports are there in the world. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Great. Kari, coming to you, how is life in Chennai? How is the summer heat? Is it better to be staying inside than outside?
Yes, obviously, like it's better to be staying inside with a AC on a 19 or 18 degrees Celsius, like because it's extremely getting hotter here. And back to the lockdown thing, like yes, once again, like I'm just learning some good things on technical side, like okay, on lighting part, I learned some of one software which has come out, like so I was working on that and learning a lot of things, like also on to a little bit of my old passion, like to do some music. Working on to that, like let's see, like something comes out good, and then we have good things to see and check.
Okay. Wow. So a lot of learning for you.
Yes.
Shrikant, how are you doing? Do you have any updates from our last meeting, our last
Uh,
discussion?
no, in terms of updates, Mr. Paul, like you all may hear good news probably in a few more weeks. Uh, we are not disclosing it right now, but like I just wait for some good news in probably few weeks or so.
Okay. Perfect. Now we have just begun and we already have the first question. Nishchay, the first question is for you from Anubhav, and the question is, when are you going to shave?
When the issue is blades have become very difficult to buy now. Apparently, they're not putting it under essential items. So I've just decided to keep it growing till the barbers are back in business. And yeah, like hair, beard. I think a lot of men around the world are facing this issue, and it's a sign of solidarity standing with our dear barbers, hoping
Okay.
that they are back in business, so they get double revenue cuts and shaving.
Okay. There are a lot of videos going around with instruction manuals on how to shave and how to cut your hair. So, uh, do you think in the next coming weeks, are you one of those people who have been looking at those videos and thinking of experimenting?
No, I think it's always better to leave it to the professionals. Right now, it's still manageable. The hair is also doing fine. So I think by the time it goes out of control, lockdown should be over, and our dear barbers should be back in business. So I'll leave it to them once they're back.
Shrikant, coming back to you, last time you talked to us about general guidance on safety that everybody can follow in these tough times. So, is there any other advice that you would like to that you are able to come up with based on the latest scientific research? What are the scientific community talking about?
I know, based on the last safety concerns, the guidelines what we gave everybody just to stay at their home will still have to continue for a few more days for sure, Mr. Paul. As of now, like in yesterday or day before's news, what I heard, there was a crowd of people like who tried to stop the corona warriors and everybody, like when they tried to contain a number of people in one of the places in Bangalore, which is completely wrong. And so these are all for the for the people, right? So people should also cooperate with the government to contain this, and everybody has to stay back in their houses and all that. And no matter how much we say everybody, people are still on the roads is what we hear, as we are not able to go out to figure out like what's happening. Like if at all people stay at their houses, and like if at all if they have to come back from the house, even if they maintain the social distance, wear a mask, and stay away from the people, like which will, like it's everybody's responsibility, right, Mr. Paul? Everybody should take this as a personal responsibility. Only if everybody helps is when I think we'll be able to contain this.
That's really good advice, Mr. Dr. Srikanth. In fact, I think hearing your advice, we've had some listeners asking some very relevant questions to you. I think they're very impressed by what you've been able to share, and they're asking, where did you get your medical degree from? This is from Roshan.
Well, I can't disclose anything about where do I work and where did I get my degrees and all that. Like if everybody, if you can see the screen, so it says like where am I from? It's classified, and what am I? I'm a special agent. So I can't disclose any personal info about me, Mr. Paul. As long
Oh,
as we are capable enough to guide people in a right direction, I think that is what is my responsibility, what I feel, Mr. Paul.
okay. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for sparing the time to come on this
Thank you.
webinar. Till next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.